Emma Frost from X-Men 97 and giving her some of the wildest Kitbash treatments yet. Back in the 90s, every teenager wanted to be Gambit or Wolverine. They are the cool ones. Nobody was saying Cyclops. But now that we're grown up with responsibilities, a lot of us start to appreciate Scott Summers differently. He's kind of like that guy in high school who seems to be a dork, but he's actually pulling the coolest moves. He's got not one, but two of the most powerful women in the Marvel Universe, Jean Grey and Emma Frost. And of course, Emma loves to tease Scott. Sometimes she even borrows Jean's old rags. I mean, Jean Grey's old Marvel Girl costume from the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 2-pack of Cyclops and Jean Grey, which I reviewed recently. Just like any Marvel Legends head swaps, the skin tones won't match. But Emma is not alone. Jean also tried Emma's old rags. From the Hellfire box set SDCC exclusive, we have the new X-Men 97 Jean Grey head on the Emma Frost White Queen body. Another comic book accurate head swap from the pages of Astonishing X-Men. Since Emma Frost can read Scott's mind, she pulls out one of Scott's favorite. She's showing that she can be good Phoenix with the classic light green colors of X-Men Phoenix Medicom Toy MAFEX number 218 from 2024, one of the best figures from that year. And sometimes she can also be the bad Phoenix with the Marvel Legends Dark Phoenix from the Toys R Us 2 pack. In the comments below, let me know which of the old Jean Grey costumes work well with the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost head. But cosplay only goes so far because eventually the Queen herself, Jean Grey, shows up. And let's just say two can play that game. So yes, Jean Grey's head on the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost body makes her own bold statement. For a more recent Phoenix action figure from Marvel Legends, here we have the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost head on the 2024 Jean Grey and Phoenix Force. The two head sculpts of the X-Men 97 Emma Frost are really good, and it's hard to pick the best one, but I do prefer the stoic one, maybe because of how her hair is arranged. This is an X-Men 97 figure, so there are less strands of hair. If the lack of sculpted hair details is an issue for you, one option that you can try out is using the recent Husk from the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. Her hair has more details. The only problem is when you try to peg in that head, the hole is quite small for the neck peg to fit in, so you need to heat up the head first or the neck. But you can see a good improvement in terms of the realism of the character. She may or may not look exactly like Emma Frost, but with the blonde hair, it does sell the idea. Another option is using Shanna the She-Devil head from the SDCC exclusive Savage Land 3-pack. Despite of the blonde hair, the hairstyle is quite different, so she does not look like Emma Frost. But wearing the Emma Frost costume, she looks more like an Excalibur villain, Saturnine. It is also comic book accurate that Scott and Emma stayed in the Savage Land, but Emma did not wear any Savage Land costume. However, let's still try out a Emma Frost Savage Land look with the Shanna body and with the Rogue body. Unfortunately, this Rogue is still broken. Her arm is just hanging around, so eventually I'll find a way to fix her. Hope you stick around for the second part where I'll continue to perform head swaps and some spicy head swaps. If you found this review useful, hope you give it a hype, like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. For places where the figures in this Kitbash might still be available, I left some links in the description below.
I'm Tigerknight!
Before we get into the more daring Kitbashes, please take this as a friendly warning. My work is meant to be artistic, much like how Emma Frost and the other characters were drawn in the 90s comics. I don't want to see any disrespectful comments because at the end of the day, this is creative photography and figure art. While you think about it, Here is a Jada Toys Kitbash. The problem that I encountered with Jada Toys is the neck peg is so thin and their neck is thin, so the Marvel Legends head looks large. Using the Emma Frost head on Cammy is a no-go, but for Chun-Li, it may work because at certain angles it looks alright. The large shoulder pads of Chun-Li does hide the fact that this head is larger for a Jada Toys body. For a few more Kitbash where Emma Frost is fully covered up, here she is as a laboratory professor for Generation X. This is the Moira X body. And also, I realized that I forgot to show one of the older Kitbash ideas I had. I usually use the Dazzler body as my Emma Frost from the Marauders. If content that includes executive replicas and LooseCollector isn't for you, this is your last chance to close the video and move on. This is Lady Death's daughter, Chaotica, with the head of Emma Frost. The reason why I did not perform a Kitbash of her in the main Emma Frost review was there was a lot of complaints about her having this huge proportions. So I did not think about using the Emma Frost head. It did not cross my mind that it can actually work because the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost head has a slightly larger head than past Emma Frost heads. I was also surprised to find out that the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost is actually taller than Chaotica. Well, I knew based on my size comparisons that the new X-Men 97 Emma Frost was taller compared to other Marvel Legends females, but compared to Chaotica, which was already tall, that's a surprise. Well, Vote figures do wear high heels, but a Marvel Legends slightly taller than an executive replicas and LooseCollector figure is a surprise still. Is Chaotica the best spicy Emma Frost Kitbash body? As you think about it, here is a few more poses using the Chaotica body for X-Men 97 Emma Frost.